For me, outside of the grand final, that's like my next biggest goal.
Yes, Lucy Charles-Barclay has dropped out of the race today.
It's a tough one. I've definitely kind of processed it over the last 48 hours. I've absorbed the low and now I'm just looking ahead to what's next. So we are here at Club Santa, where we've been for the last year and a half, I think.
8 years.
8 years we've been here.
Feels like it.
Hi, I'm Lucy Charles, pro triathlete here at Club Santa.
Not so sunny today, but has been quite sunny. I think Holly's flown out and brought the bad weather.
Brought the British weather out here, but yeah, it has actually been quite nice, quite hot, generally sunny.
And we've been training with other athletes. Clement and Marjolaine have been training with us. I've been training a little bit more as well. So
oh yeah, Reese has got himself back in shape.
I wouldn't call it shape, but getting myself back to some form of being able to swim, bike and run.
It's very windy in the pool today. There's glimmers of hope that the sun's going to come out.
I feel some
in a minute I can see blue gaps in the cloud. By the end of this swim, it will be sunny, I reckon. What are you up to, Reese?
We're just using a swim speed gun, so I can accurately track how quick Lucy is swimming by using the speed gun. We use this to just basically get a really accurate gauge of the pace that she's swimming. So yeah.
Nice, high tip.
Yeah. So we're going to take your paddles off now.
Yeah.
And use these.
Okay.
So I know that.
Armani sliders as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just to build the forearm strength.
Okay.
Just gets a really good grip on the water.
Yeah. Oh my god. Sponsored by Armani.
Not doing that. I don't like them, they're rubbish.
Make you better.
No, they don't. They're awful.
Terrible to coach.
What? I'm not using them.
Really difficult. Jed said you're easy to coach. I say you're terrible to coach.
They're
Put your paddles on, don't put the ball boy in. The whole point of the band is you don't do this with your legs.
no, but it's making me do that.
Yeah, because you're not very good at it. Practice what you're not good at, not what you're good at.
No, I enjoy doing stuff that feels good.
Yeah, so this camp's been a little bit different to usual.
Way more boozy. Oh, that's not what you meant.
Right, let's start again. It's not actually, the whole thing's not going to be a joke. We obviously came here a few weeks after T100 London. I had a couple of weeks not really doing much, just letting the body recover from the niggle that I had, just let that settle down, and then came out here on a kind of quite a low pressure camp. It was just like getting back into it, seeing how the body feels after a bit of a break, and then nice to have Marjolaine and Clement to train with. Like Reece said, we had a good few weeks with them, just kind of having a lot of fun, bouncing off each other, and generally just having a really nice time, doing a few different things that we wouldn't normally do, like playing mini golf and doing a few other different activities here at Club Santa. So yeah, it's just been really nice. I feel like we've had a lot of fun, done some good training, but yeah, just generally felt like we've been on a bit of a holiday, really.
Well, it's not felt like a holiday for me. It's been quite hard work, but yeah.
Reece, tell us what you've been doing, apart from cleaning my bikes and...
Yeah, so I've actually been on a bit of a get fit health trip. I've been doing my best to keep up with, I call them the fit lot. I'm all right on the flats, but as soon as any form of gradient, they normally just wave goodbye to me, and I just see if I can survive and get home. But yeah, I've lost a little bit of weight. I'm feeling a little bit fitter, and yeah, I've had a good bit of a good time.
You've done well?
I've done all right. I did crash into a wall the other day going uphill, but maybe we can talk about that another time.
Bit overtrained at that point.
I was a bit too tired. Still got a bit of a cut.
Shiny one. It was for my 30th birthday. Hi. That's my blue one. Tabiesco Quambite. Well, used to be the Quambite. Yeah, I think every other year I've had in the sport has always been, every year a race is Kona. That's almost the end of the season for me, so everything is building up to that. There might be one other key race in the season before Kona, but it's always been gearing up to that race. That's where I need to peak, and then I know I'm having a hard end of the season and just resting. So this year has been so different. It feels like nearly every race is a major race, so it's difficult to pick what's your A goal, because every race is important. Obviously we've got a world championship, but it still feels like it's sandwiched in the middle of a season. So yeah, it's definitely been difficult to kind of really put a clear plan in place. This is the A race, this is when the season ends, because at the moment, like we said, there's just so many opportunities to race. So I feel like it's been a very different year. I guess we'll get more and more used to it. Next year feels like it'll probably be a bit more similar, because Kona's towards the end of the year, and that's always going to be a huge goal of mine. So yeah, it's definitely just adapting and going with the flow, I guess, a little bit more than usual. So sweating. Yeah, so it's always really nice here at Club de Santa meeting a lot of fans who obviously are into triathlon, and a lot of them, especially when I first got here, were coming up to me and asking, how's the Achilles, how's the injury? But the main thing I noticed was they all like stared at the Achilles. I don't know what you're expecting, like is it gonna be hanging off my leg? Like, you're not going to see it, even if it's in agony, you're not going to see it. I haven't like torn it off. So yeah, it just was quite amusing that people actually really look at where the injury is to see if they can see anything. It's definitely on the mend. It's taken a while, and a lot of work, a lot of strength work and physio work and osteo work and blah, blah, blah. It's been a lot, but yeah, it is starting to feel quite a bit better now.
It wasn't a new injury, it was a continuation of the ongoing rehabilitation of the injury that Lucy sustained in Kona last year. We was always warned that this could take sort of like 6 to 12 months to fully heal, given the nature and how severe the injury was. So we've had little flare-ups of it throughout the season. It's just a very badly timed flare-up before T100 London, and yeah, the advice was always, if you feel pain in that area, just stop, because you don't want to undo all of the hard work that we've done to get to the point where Lucy's able to run on it. She did Ironman France a few weeks earlier, ran a really good time and felt absolutely no pain. So it's just one of those things, once you get a little bit of inflammation in there, it can be stubborn, it has to rest to go. Hopefully with all of the strength and conditioning work, and as time passes, those flare-ups will become less frequent.
We'll do the twisty one, then the leg press, and then finish with lat pull down, so that's got more jumps in it. Last week I don't think I could have done that.
Obviously I've had my fair share of injuries, and usually once I have an injury, I kind of just try and take all the pressure off. So I think my main goal has been, for my next races, I just want to be on the start line healthy. That's goal number one, and then you can kind of see what happens after that. Because of that, I just feel like I've been enjoying training a lot more, just trying to have as much fun as I can.
Oh, I did an extra one. I've been doing it.
I think that's the most important thing. If you're having a good time, generally the results will come after that. So yeah, it's been nice just to be in a kind of low pressure block at this time.
Got to entertain myself somehow.
With it being such a long season, we had already planned to have like a mini reset in the middle of the season, and then almost treat it like two halves of a season. So a build up, a racing, and then a rest, a build up, racing, and then ultimately it'll be Christmas time, so a rest. So yeah, we've just gone through 2 weeks of rest after T100 London, which I think was really needed for both of us. And then we had about 3 weeks here now, training really well. So some good races coming up. I think we're probably going to be racing all the way through. I say we as if I am, but I will be traveling with Lucy racing all the way through until November, December time. So almost like on season 2 of one really long 2024 season.
These are my swimming trainers. I swim with these once a week.
How many laps do you do in that pool?
Oh, we do about 100 laps around the triangle, but they're really quick, these guys.
Oh my gosh, hello! Hi. I'm actually scared.
They killed a pigeon.
Oh god. Thing is, I love them, but I know that they're quite evil.
It's like pickle.
Yeah. They're like my spirit animal. Look cute, actually evil. Next launch will be the Lucy Terrapin range.
They've got a great catch. They've been teaching me the catch phase of
Yeah, so I think this has been such a different season this year, but obviously with so much more opportunity for racing, and I really wanted to get stuck into that as much as possible, and definitely feel like I've been held back a little bit just from the huge injury I sustained at the end of last year. But now I'm really kind of looking forward obviously to the second half of this year, but then looking ahead. I think it's going to be difficult to make decisions next year, but I'm just really excited for I guess the way triathlon's going, there's so many different opportunities to race. The Ironman series, it seems like they've really upped their game and it looks so exciting. I've been enjoying following all of the racing. So the key thing is to obviously have a healthy body to race in. So I've been patient this year. Normally I'd find it really, really difficult to stop in a race. And for the first time I did that because I just felt like I needed to be smart and kind of look more to the future and the opportunities of racing that we still have. So yeah, I'm hopeful that from here on out it's going to be a lot more positive in terms of a healthy body, but obviously sometimes these things are completely out of our control.
Obviously we are 10 years doing triathlon now, and well, you've won pretty much every race that you set out to, the big races to win. So Ironman World Championships, Challenger Off, 70.3 Worlds, all of the big races, which kind of puts you in a position where you can pick and choose and do the races that you really want to do. But that said, if we were 10 years younger doing this, with the amount of opportunity there is now for the younger athletes coming through, you can race the T100 series, the Ironman series, there's a challenge series, and the landmark races. There's so much opportunity, and just echoing what Lucy said, I think it's a really brilliant time. It's probably important to really lay out what your goals are early on and pick the key races that you really want to do well at.
Hey everyone, so we're just heading out on our morning ride, testing out our race positions. You can see Goose is just ahead up there, and then over on the left, that's the famous energy lab we'll be running on the second half of the marathon on Saturday. Keep working!
I think we're already seeing quite a lot of athletes are doing so many different races, and there's only so many races, in my opinion, that you can do in a season. If we were 10 years younger, I'm pretty sure Lucy would be saying I want to race every single weekend, but for us now, slightly older athletes...
Speak for yourself. But...
Well, definitely older for me. We definitely can't do 15 races in a season, as much as we wish that we could. I always say we as if I'm racing, by the way, but you know, it's quite tiring carrying the suitcases
I think 5 years
around.
ago, yeah, I probably could have done a bit more racing, but
yeah.
I still think if you want to race at your best,
yeah,
you can't stretch yourself too thin. Because if you just keep racing, yes, you'll have some good results, but then I think you'll have some results that don't really reflect how good you are as an athlete because you've just pushed yourself a bit too far.
Yeah, and there's always going to be people who peak for that particular event.
Yeah.
And you can only peak 2, maybe 3 times in a season. So it's an interesting world out there in triathlon at the moment. As I say, the opportunity is amazing, but I think as it's only year 1 with so much opportunity, it's kind of finding what is and isn't working, and you know, that's individual to each person as well. And this year for us, we haven't really been able to find that because we've been reined in a little bit with what Lucy can do with the injury that she sustained. But next year we're looking, obviously Kona will be the big aim, but perhaps we will be a little bit more selective and pick the races that we find intriguing and fun, motivate you, but also maybe part of a wider series as well.
So this is a very top secret project, but obviously by the time you're seeing this you'll be allowed to see it. But this is something I'm working on with ASICS to produce the Lucy Charles-Barclay shoe, and it will launch around the World Championships next year.
For quite a long time I've been working back and forth with the guys at ASICS Europe to really kind of come up with a design that just embraces my personality of being the mermaid, kind of the colours that I really like to wear in terms of the kit, but then the shoes themselves, just having those little extra details.
And these are the first samples that we're seeing, so look at that. That is mermaid. It says resilience on it. I think there's 3 different ones in here. Oh wow. And that's also mermaid. Never give up. The laces say never give up. I mean, that is unbelievable. And then we must have, I like the stickers. Stickers are cute. Now this one's meant to resemble like battle braid on the end. That's why it's that shape on the ASICS logo. And then I think these laces are also supposed to be like battle braid type laces. So yes.
So what is it? You have to pick one?
Eventually I will have to pick one. They're the first samples that we narrowed it down to. I actually think this one's my favourite.
I like that one. I really like the laces.
Yeah, the laces are doing it, and I really like the mermaid on that. Yeah, so that's a really fun, exciting project that we're doing. Oh, Holly, look at the babies. Oh, you're being very sweet. Do you like your new bed? Do you like your new bed?
Yeah, I've been really excited to launch that. I think the response has been really positive, and we had a shoot at the start of this camp to collect some content for that. I also had been working with Charlotte Jarps on a custom pair of bike shoes which I wanted to have Lola and Pickle on, which are so good I almost don't want to wear them. I just want to like put them on a shelf in my house and look at them, but I am going to wear them out on the bike for maybe a couple of rides.
So cute. So cute. Lola and Pickle. Lola and Pickle.
They need their own cartoon.
They are just so cute, and I can't believe how well she's represented Lola and Pickle painted on a bike shoe. It's amazing.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And we will put a link in the description box below of my LCB ASICS range for you to shop.
That's it.
And there we go, clap clap.
Right.
Ooh, now just, yeah, well you keep chiming in with banter.
All right, yeah, but like, okay.
Have you got anything serious you want to add?
No, but otherwise